right when you get to the dugout area where the trenches are, and the BANZAIs are going to run at you and try to stab you with their bayonets. You get this little quick time event where you have to...
Hey, what is going on, guys? I've got another video for you today, and today I'm going to be playing Badwater on defense as a Pyro, and this is kind of like a BANZAI themed Pyro, and that introductory clip was from COD 5 where I got the idea for the BANZAI Pyro cosmetic loadout, and I played COD 5. COD 5 was one of my games back in the day, and I'm out of breath because I just ran up the stairs, so hopefully when I catch my breath. Basically, I'm playing with the normal flamethrower, the scorch shot, and actually no, it's not the normal flamethrower, it's the blood bot killer flamethrower, renames the Hong Kong heater, with a few strange parts in the description. I'll show you at the start anyway. I also showed you a screen of game times for different classes, because some of you have been requesting, wondering how much I play each of every class, and you can see that back there if you want to pause it and have a look. And yeah, so I don't play Pyro very often, and well, I don't make videos of Pyro very often. I play it a decent amount. I usually play Degreaser, Flare Gun, Extinguisher, boring standard Pyro, but I don't really like that set anymore. I just got bored of doing, you know, too many air blasts into a corner and hitting someone with an Extinguisher or critting them with a Flare Gun. It's kind of like a cop-out Pyro loadout. I mean, I'm not criticising it, because I obviously use the Dead Ring a lot, and I get criticised for using that, because it's a people describe it as a very easy to use watch, and it's kind of the same with the Pyro. Every class has that kind of weapon where everyone's like, oh, that's a new loadout, but I'm using the standard flamethrower, which I like a lot, the scorch shot, which is soon becoming my favourite Pyro secondary, and the maul, which, so I can kind of like, the maul is basically the home wrecker, so you can remove zappers with one hit, so very powerful weapon indeed. To think that a Pyro has a weapon that's stronger than an engineer wrench is just pretty crazy, you know. So yeah, I'm going to be playing like a BANZAI Pyro, mainly aggressive, and you've seen my cosmetic loadout. If you do want to try and replicate that, I think he looks quite good. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to play random. I'm just going to go everywhere. I'm going to try loads of aggressive things, reflex, a bit of spy checking, running around. And if you do want to watch these, like a video about a video that I did about the scorch shot, you can go and check that out if you want, because it was about 6 months ago that I did my last Pyro commentary, so I still have my new mic, so nothing's changed. It's still a high quality video, I guess, not as much editing going on, and probably a lot worse commentary. Not really sure though, because I'm pretty woeful at commentating these days, especially on a Sunday. Again, Sunday night commentary is becoming one of my regular themes. And I'm just going to speed this bit up here, because I just basically trolled around. I was waiting for the soldier, trying to kill him, catch him in the back, and he just was having none of it. He didn't want to come near me, so he just went off, and complete waste of my time, but I am a BANZAI, so I can kind of run around and do what I want. So basically, in COD 5, there was BANZAIs, and they popped out the grass, really aggressive, wearing the straw hats, like you saw at the start, and they just charge at you with their bayonets and just try and kill you, and they're very suicidal. So that was kind of like the whole theme of this video, if I haven't described that already. There will be a giveaway this video. I think we are very close to approaching the 10 video giveaway, so every 10 videos I will give away all the hats that I said I would, but there are some videos which haven't reached the like status. Like I always ask, like, if I could get 40 likes then I'll do the hat giveaway, and some of them haven't got it, so that's why it hasn't come out already. It should have come out already, but not all the videos got you know, as many likes, which isn't a bad thing. Obviously, not everyone's going to be able to watch every video, or some videos are going to be more popular than others, and that's probably my fault for making some videos better than others, but I try my hardest to do as best job as I can. So this should be quite refreshing, this Pyro gameplay. I think it's quite a good one. I'm playing with Unstable Goat. I always sometimes call him in just to help me, because he's just such a fantastic player. If he's online, he's the go-to person. I mean, there are other players, but Heavy is such a good class, especially when you can romp with them. And I do have some very good spies on my friends list, and Pyros as well, but I think Heavy's just a good presence on the battlefield. So one thing I like to do with Pyro a lot is to reflect a lot. I love reflecting. Just, you get a feeling of satisfaction when you get a reflex. I've even got a strange part, you know, how many things I've reflected, and you can see that. Look how many I've reflected if you want. I got it not that long ago, this Pyro weapon, but I have been bumming it recently, because I don't know why I just got into Pyro. I think he's really fun, and I think Pyro is one of those classes where you watch and then you want to play. So if you see someone go absolutely sick with Pyro, get like a quad reflex and just carry on the streak, then you do kind of want to join in on the fun. But one of my what am I trying to think of the word here? One of my downsides or weaknesses, that's the word. One of my weaknesses with Pyro is reflecting Demo Man stuff, because I just can't do it. I don't know why. Tubes, hit and miss. I can't reflect them back. I can reflect them where they roll across the floor and then hit me again, which is a bit of pain and a waste of ammo, but I can't reflect stickies. I think Hunter actually said this as well, that he can't reflect stickies either. It's really hard, I think, because one, they're really hard to see, and two, they can detonate at any time, so it really is hit and miss whether the demo really wants to stack them up and make a trap, or he wants to detonate them as soon as they come near you. So yeah, very hard to reflect stickies, but if you get good at Pyro, I'm sure you could probably master it. And if you've ever seen a competitive Pyro, there's a reason to be scared of Pyro as a class, and some people would say Pyro's quite weak, and I think there is definitely weaknesses, but I think Pyro has been buffed over time so much that he's a very viable class, or he or she actually is a very viable class. And there's actually a video called Video Game Theories, which was kind of explaining what gender the Pyro is, and they said he was either going to be, he could be a homosexual male or he could be a female, but I don't even know. I forgot what it was, but you could probably check that out. Just type in Pyro gender theory or something, because as you know, they haven't released any information about the gender yet, and I don't think they ever will. I think that's what draws people to the Pyro, because he could be, you know, some psychopath in a rubber gimp mask, or he could be an alien in a rubber gimp mask, so you never know what he could be. And it doesn't really matter, because I'm not really too into the lore. I know each class and what they are and what they do, and I was talking about competitive Pyros and how they are very scary things to play against, because you cannot bomb a medic when there is a competitive Pyro around, because they can just reflect the hell out of that. And when I'm Spy against a good Pyro, you know, I don't get scared, because that's one thing you got to teach yourself as Spy, not to be scared of Pyros. They are just another class like everybody else, and you know, they are a direct counter to Spy, but doesn't mean they're impossible to kill, if you get me. So I have a quick dying streak here recently, or round about this point, and maybe because I was being a bit too much of a BANZAI and running in there a bit too ferociously, but you know, sometimes you have to be aggressive with Pyro. I think because he doesn't have much range, he or she, I don't really matter, I'm just going to call him he from now on because I'm just used to it. But he doesn't have much range, so you've got to really kind of get in close, and you can use the secondaries. The best secondaries, I would say, are the flare gun, the detonator, the scorch shot, and the shotgun, obviously. The reserve shooter, or reverse shooter, I forgot which one it was. Good, but I don't particularly use it. I just don't like having 3 shots and having to rely on an air blast. I'd rather use the flare gun, because it gives you a lot more range, and having range with Pyro is something not to underestimate. Sorry that this game was very short, guys, but we did kind of blitz them, so thank you for watching this gameplay commentary. As always, there will be a random hack giveaway, so have a nice day, guys.